Okay, we are live. Here comes the intro. You're listening to the Grow Clinton podcast. Grow Clinton is a 501c6 nonprofit economic community development and tourism organization based in Clinton, Iowa. For more information, visit growclinton.com. Again, that's growclinton.com. Now, back to the show. What's happening, everybody out there in podcast land? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Grow Clinton podcast. My name, as always, Andy Sokolovich, President and CEO of Grow Clinton. We are a small nonprofit focusing on community development, economic development, and tourism located in the eastern side of the great state of Iowa, right along the mighty Mississippi. As always, I'm joined in the studio by Jenny Home from our office. Jenny, what's happening?
It's another beautiful day, and here we are again.
Another beautiful day for some podcasting.
Yes.
Yep. Election day is coming up, Jenny, November 4th, Tuesday of next week. Go out there and do your civic duty. Get your ballot. Select candidates that best represent you as a constituent. But before we introduce our next candidate discussion for school board at the Clinton Community School District, I got to announce our sponsors, Jenny.
Okay.
Mic check, courtesy of Citizens First Bank, making your finances and our audio here at the podcast crystal clear. The new mics in our studio are proudly sponsored by the bank that is always in tune with our community. Find them at gocfb.bank, banking as it should be with Citizens First Bank, member FDIC. AdCraft Printwear and Sully Sports. AdCraft's been around the custom apparel business since 1974. Over the years, they've grown from a small family-run operation just serving Clinton, Iowa, to a cutting-edge operation that now serves companies all over the United States as well as sports teams. For all of your custom printwear needs, visit adcraftusa.com. Again, that's adcraftusa.com. The Grow Clinton podcast is powered by Miles Communications, offering us wicked fast, high-speed internet, ensuring that our broadcast remains crisp, clear, and consistent. Miles offers residential and commercial high-speed internet services, as well as television and telephone options to meet your home or company's communication demands. If they're not in your neck of the woods, they are on their way. For more information, hit them up online, milestelephone.com. Again, milestelephone.com. Great show today, Jenny.
We got a River King in the room.
Got a River King in the room. Mr. Curtis Miller is running for Clinton Community School District's school board, and it's an exciting opportunity to get involved. So, Curtis, thank you so much for joining us on the Grow Clinton podcast.
I appreciate you guys for having me on here.
So, Curtis, what inspired you to run for school board in the Clinton district?
I think it's complex a little bit for me, and to simplify it a little bit. I moved back here after the military, and I seen that, it's still the same place it was. Some of the same people are still here. That's, it was really good. And then to be home, I guess that was 10 years ago or so, though. So it's been a while, but just the fact that, that I see like my kids I'm invested in the community.
Mm-hmm.
I coach sports, basketball, football, Little Kings programs, and through the rec up here. And I feel like you have to be invested in your community if you want to make a difference. So that's the main thing. And I see like just these kids, how they have all this energy, and I just want to help them. I want to help them succeed and reach their full potential, whatever that may be, whatever they're interested in.
Perfect. So, Curtis, what do you believe is the district's, or I guess are the district's, greatest strengths and most urgent challenges?
I think the strengths, obviously, our facilities have improved a lot since I went to school here. We used to have neighborhood style of elementary schools. It's kind of still that way, but there's not as many as there used to be.
Mm-hmm.
So most of those schools have all been updated. Actually, I think all of them since '99 have been updated now. The new high school, been inside it a few times through various phases of construction. Pretty impressive. I've been in the middle school a few times. Still a nice place. It's got a great gym.
I
think there's the teachers that we have in this community, I believe, really care. From the outside looking in, I believe that the teachers that I've talked to at conferences and stuff, and just in the hallway, they all are upbeat, and they're all trying to motivate the kids to do their best. And that, I think sometimes that's hard to find people that just, they're here for the kids and not, just other reasons.
What
The
challenges do you see?
challenges I see, we had a lot of turnover last year. If you look on the Clinton school's webpage, there's a lot of turnover, some retirement probably I'm based, but I'm guessing some teachers left the school system for other reasons. I'd like to explore that, and I want to work on retaining those teachers. You spend all this time investing in their development as well, and then you develop these relationships with teachers. I still remember the teachers that my two favorite ones at Elijah Buell up there in Lyons. So, so you want to keep those teachers around. You want to help them grow as well in their profession.
Let's dig into that a little bit. So, how can the district attract and retain high quality educators, especially given the competition with the nearby districts and private employers?
I think people teach. It's not really for. Partly, I'm sure it's the benefit package and monetarily, but I think they have a desire to affect people's lives. And I think when you do that, it's not only about the money; it's about the culture at your work. A lot of in the private sector now they're focusing on the workplace culture more than the aspects and what kind of benefits that you get. It's all kind of being mainline where there's not a whole lot of differences. So the only thing you can really look at and put a finger on as to why is something going on, and it's hard to figure out sometimes. To make them want to stay, like, oh, this is great here. I really love being here. Feeling empowered at work helps out a lot too.
Yeah, perfect. So, Curtis, how do you see the district preparing students for both college and future career pathways, including those skilled trades and the technical fields?
I know there's a lot of good programs. I was looking at it when I was going to school. There was no push to go to the trades. Really, there weren't a push. But
Right.
it seems like now there's this push because all those guys that were doing those jobs have since retired, and now there's a huge shortage. I think that the schools they have to mold these individuals into whatever they want to be, and then what the workforce demands. You kind of got to have a base skill set, and a lot of things are computer based now. And even I work for the railroad, so a lot of things we do, it's all computer based stuff now.
So, what age do you think is the appropriate age to start getting the students into a pathway?
I, me personally, I think more of like, you don't really know what you're gonna do.
No.
If you asked me what I was gonna do when I got out of college, I would have been a businessman in Chicago. That didn't factor out, all right? It didn't factor in. So I went to college, that wasn't for me at the time. I went in the military, tried that out for a little while. Good experience there. Glad I did it. Decided to come back here. So I think it's kind of different for everyone, and sometimes you got to do a little exploring in life to kind of figure out. And I feel like high school is a good time to do that. And the earlier you can kind of figure out, the better you can kind of just shift your focus, and do that rather than, at 18 or 20, maybe you're starting to figure out through these different programs that they offer now through the high school, that you can kind of figure it out at a younger age, and maybe you won't waste some money going to college, if that's not for you,
That's a good point.
or you decide to go in the service. It's a great experience that, get some skills there too. So, or you can just go to work, get a job, but at least maybe you might know what career field you want to have to hop around from job to job to
Right.
job to figure it out.
Earlier, you kind of hit on this regarding technology, but how should the district approach technology integration, specifically AI, for both learning and for preparing students for the modern workforce?
Ooh. That's a, I mean, it's going to be it's everywhere, right? But I think you got to kind of limit it just based on, you don't want kids cheating. Obviously, you want them to learn stuff. You don't want them to be solely dependent on the AI. You kind of need it as a tool in your tool bag. Like anything else, you need to just have skills that you can learn. I don't know how to use AI. I mean, my son does, but I hear more about it all the time, Chat GPT and all these other things. So obviously it's becoming more integrated into society. I think it just depends on the application that they're using it in.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be more and more difficult to identify when AI is being leveraged and when it actually is the students' efforts.
It's almost like you have to come up with a marketing plan for the kids to market to them why they need to not do that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. I think it becomes evident because there's studies that show like even just regular cell phone usage or media usage goes up, and then it seems like the learning goes back down.
Mhm.
So you got to kind of, a little taste here and there is probably okay, but anything that's egregious is probably, it's like anything else. Anything that's overdone is not good for you.
Right.
Okay. So one of the things here at Grow Clinton we spend a lot of time focusing on is entrepreneurial development, helping those aspiring entrepreneurs develop a business plan, financial plan, identify a target market, customer identification. How can Clinton schools better support entrepreneurship, creativity, and ultimately leadership development among students?
Well, I think that they have that synergy program. I was reading about that a little bit, and then they had I still think they have junior achievement. I'm not sure if it's called that anymore, but I still think they have guys from the community that are in business come talk to them, and I think that's a good thing. I think it's good that even if other businesses are interested in being involved to kind of see how that development process works for anybody, even adults benefit from sitting in and learning it. I mean, if you want to open your own business or whatever, if that's something you aspire to do, uh, I think it's a good thing. I don't.
Good. One of the things that's always brought up is budget discussions and decisions made at the school board level. How would you ensure transparency and accountability in budget decisions?
I encourage it fully. Uh, you have to be 100% transparent with where all the money's going. Otherwise, there's too many things that can happen, and we've seen it here, elsewhere. Even I'm a treasurer of my union lodge, so at any time I have to have the books open for viewing for any member during a lodge meeting, or if they call me and say, "Hey, what's this charge about?" I got to produce receipts. So just to hold me accountable. So
Which program at the high school level do you think is in need of the most push right now?
Oh,
So we
that's
got
a good
like
one. That's a good one.
art.
I think you know what
It-
I'm going to lump it into extracurricular activities.
Okay.
Personally, I would like to see every student involved in a group, a sport, a club, orchestra or band, anything to do that doesn't have to do with the school itself. I know that sounds kind of funny, but I think the more things you're involved in when you're in high school, the better you're going to wind up doing.
Well, I think we talked right before we went on air about socialization and how
Yeah,
important
I
that
think
is.
it
and
very helps
it
out.
kind of has to be
team
taught.
aspect.
Yeah.
Well, then you know that other people care. Sometimes you're having a rough time at your,
Right.
you got your friends to help you through it.
Good point.
We live in kind of an isolated society sometimes now.
So, if elected to the school board, Curtis, how will you engage parents, teachers, and the community stakeholders regarding district planning and decision making?
What did you say the first part again? I didn't catch it.
Sure. If elected to the school board, how will you engage parents, teachers, and community stakeholders in district planning and decision making? Basically, meaning that there's individuals out there with great ideas on how to improve the district. However, you as the school board member have a fiduciary responsibility to oversee the budget. Also, you in partnership with the superintendent are chief decision makers.
Yeah.
But how would you stretch that out beyond just the board table?
I think, well, you have to take on all the information, right? So some things make sense on paper and some things are good, sound like good things to do, but they can't, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. So then it becomes a hard argument to like, oh, we're going to do this and it's going to cost X. I think every idea that anybody have warrants some consideration because you don't know until you know what the idea is. I don't think of everything at my house to make it run. I got a partner. So, I mean, I think everybody has to work together, and that's the intent of the school board is everyone working together for the common goal of making the students and as good as they can be and making the system as strong as it can be.
Great. So, a couple more questions here, then we'll close out the show. What steps should the district take to ensure all students, regardless of their background, have access to quality learning opportunities?
I think what steps have they taken? Or
What would
are
you
they-
recommend? What would you
Well, I
like
know
to
they have
acknowledge?
that for the homeless students. They have a bus that picks them up. I think
Mhm.
that's a really good thing. I really was surprised and taken back by that. Like just the willingness of the school district to go out and reach the unreached. I think, or like to try to get them to go to school to get some education. I think they should continue that. I think that's a great thing. And then I think you have to make efforts to want to get everyone involved in school by the different programs you offer, which the school district has a lot of programs and a lot of sports and so there's something for everybody. You got the trade programs, which, some kids are interested in only going to school for certain things. Like they go to school for the trades. I went to school because I loved playing sports, and that motivated me to do better because I had to get certain grades to play the sports. So some kids like going to doing the orchestra or the band. So it folds right back into the extracurricular activities and just trying to get everybody involved.
I don't know about you, but when I learned the number of homeless students that we have in our school district, I was shocked.
It was, I think it was 150. Is that what you
Mhm.
got told? 150. Yes.
Yeah.
I was alarmingly shocked with that. I figured it had been more along the line of 30.
Right?
Or less, like maybe even 5. I don't know what I was expecting to hear, but it was definitely not
Not
that. Yeah, so help
Yeah.
is needed.
Right.
Just for future reference, I found this out a couple weeks ago. It is now referred to as unhoused.
Oh,
Unhoused.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, because
I'm so sorry.
yeah, I didn't mean
Oh,
to do
don't
that.
apologize. I just found it out too. But
Yeah, unhoused.
No,
But it's
unhoused. Well, it's actually, I think, not a registered address or something. They got kind
No
of
fixed
yeah,
abode.
So
you could be couch surfing, bouncing
Yeah.
around from.
yeah,
me.
but
House
still,
to
it's
house,
not
yeah.
good. I mean, there was kids that I went to school with. You could definitely tell that we're having some financial hardships. There's a lot
Yeah.
of programs in our town that try to help people out, but some people don't even know about the programs that everybody has.
And that's
Yeah.
a good point. They don't know about
Yeah,
it.
they don't know.
When I was in school, back in the old days, there was nothing for
Yeah.
anybody.
Yeah.
You just muddled through.
No, we just had an excellent experience over in Comanche Middle School. No, elementary school.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yes.
And it was First Gateway Credit Union did their credit union kicks program.
Yeah.
And they had a huge shoe drop, and every student received a new pair of shoes. And they did that because they did not want to just highlight certain students because of the opportunity for embarrassment. So they just gave everybody a pair of shoes, and it
Right.
was really cool to experience it. And they had confetti cannons too, which
That
was
was
pretty sweet.
We got to get one
I
of
thought,
those.
oops. I thought that that was awesome when I heard about it. I thought,
Mhm.
that's a special thing for the community. And last weekend, speaking of Comanche and Clinton, I guess it was a cooperative effort. The Masonic Lodges helped buy clothes for, I forget the number of students. I want to say 60 students or whatever, and partnered with Farm and Fleet. So
Oh, yeah, that's right.
yeah,
That's great. Mhm.
that I learned that this weekend. I thought that was. I sat there and I'm like that. What do you say?
Yep,
Mhm.
very
community stepping up.
philanthropic. All right, sir. Well, Curtis, in the last 30 seconds, November 4th, coming up Tuesday, many people are going to go out to the polls and they're going to cast their vote. Why should they vote for you for Clinton School Board?
I've been a River King my whole life, I guess. So I just want people to be proud of the community and where they come from, and I want to do whatever it takes for the students and the teachers to excel at their jobs, and the students to go on and do great things, and hopefully they come back here like some of us have, and remember where they came from and be proud of that.
Great. Now you have 2 children in the district, correct?
I have 3.
3 children.
Well, 2 children in the district, and I got one that will be next year.
On
Yes.
deck.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, sir. Well, best of luck to you.
All right.
If you're a traditionalist, you can go out and vote Tuesday, November 4th. Find your polling location. If you want to vote early, 1900 North 3rd Street is the county administration building for Clinton County. You can go right in there to the auditor's office and grab yourself a ballot and cast your vote. It is your duty, your civil right, to get out there and vote accordingly for the candidate you think fits your needs and same vision as you have. And it's an important thing, so don't take it for granted. Jenny, what do you got going on the rest of the week?
Well, today I'm busy turning 58.
Oh, crapsicle. I totally forgot.
And guess what else?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I made it out of the 80s. This is all just fun now.
Oh.
But my nephew, Deacon, was born on my birthday. And one of the things I got for my birthday was to be in the room when he was born. So happy birthday to the best birthday buddy ever, Deacon.
Oh, happy birthday. Can't believe I forgot. I mean, I knew
Sure.
because I signed it. I
wrong.
signed the card. Did you get the card? Oh, when are we giving you the card? I don't know anything.
Hey,
Who
you know
runs
what?
this place?
I got to tell you something.
What?
I'm all good. I'm
Yeah.
good. Any
Yeah.
day
That's what I
after the
say.
80s. Yeah.
As long as I woke up on the right side of the dirt, that's all I care
Exactly.
about. So,
Right.
well, happy birthday,
Thank you.
Jenny.
Thank
I
you.
hope you enjoy your day.
I already have.
Obviously, I have not been on social media yet today.
Yes. That's
I didn't-
okay.
That's how I remember people's birthdays.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
My mom still old school calendar,
Me
busts it
too.
out,
Yep.
writes down everybody's birthday. I just take a glance at Facebook and see who's celebrating
That's
a
not
birthday.
a big deal.
But well, happy birthday
Thanks.
to you. We're celebrating it with 176 episodes of the Grow Clinton podcast.
Yes.
All
Hey,
right,
Curtis
everybody.
Miller.
If you see Jenny home out and about, to make sure you wish her a happy birthday, hit her up on social media or send her an email. jhome@growclinton.com. That's
I'll be waiting.
JHOLM at growclinton.com. Make sure and say happy birthday. All right, folks, until we talk again, stay classy. See ya. Thank you for listening to the Grow Clinton podcast. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on all your socials. Until next time, see ya.